All right. What's up, boys?
What's going on, guys?
Me and Matt are gonna be making fantasy videos every week for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Something we want to get started on. You guys don't have to fucking watch them if you don't want to, but if you want to, fucking listen to us.
It's gonna be a good idea for you guys because we're kind of smart.
Yeah, we're gonna help you guys out. Today's video is sponsored by Landshark and Sam Adams. Me and Matt drank a few beers already.
Yeah.
And also, I stopped fucking smoking nicotine.
Yeah, don't forget Zen Nick.
Yeah, it's also sponsored by Zyn. I don't know where mine are, but Zyn's for the win.
Yeah.
All right, boys. First, we're going to get started with power rankings.
Yep. As you can see, we got them posted up behind us.
Yeah, we put some work into this shit. First, we got Matt. I think we know why. Fuck you, Meech. Meech, you stupid motherfucker. All right, we're not going to talk about Maddie. We know why. All right. Next, we got Chuck. All right. Why do you think Chuck's second on the fucking power rankings?
I mean, when you look at Chuck's team, not only did he put up the second most points this week, but he's just got an all-around really solid roster.
Mm-hmm.
With his running backs, I mean, I really like James Conner, Austin Eckler for the rest of the season.
True.
They didn't even pop off this week. Chuck still put up the second most points, and I think that's in part to Michael Pittman. That's a great pick on Chuck's part. When you get a guy like Michael Pittman in the third round to pair up with two running backs,
Yeah.
you got yourself a guy that could finish top 5 right there. I would say for Chuck, rest of the way, just be a little careful with Dalton Schultz. We'll talk about the Cowboys a little bit later.
What do you think about Mooney? Better weeks?
Better weeks ahead. I have a lot of 49ers on my roster, and that was literally
a shitty game.
Shitstorm.
Yeah, fucking Justin Field was fucking slipping and sliding all through the
for
fucking
real.
game.
That game the passings has nothing to do with the actual quarterbacks.
All right, next we got Nate on the power rankings. I have him here because I think he's got one of the best stacks in football, and DeAndre Swift looked like a fucking dog.
Absolutely.
He looked crazy. Jamal Williams did eat away from his end zone touches, but I'm sure there'll be games
Better
where,
days ahead.
yeah, obviously he'll get more fucking touchdowns and shit. I think his only problem is his RB2 situation.
Yeah.
He's probably going to have to piece some people up and try and get a better guy. Because Damian Pierce, I don't think, was the move in the fucking 7th.
Yeah. Now, it's cool, though, because we got a guy later that will help out a lot of people with running back issues.
Yeah. All right. Next, we got Alex on the power rankings. What do you think about Alex's team?
Bro, Alex got a team put together. And
True.
really, when you look at Alex's team, you can really say there is only one hole. And
we all know what that is.
we all know what that is.
Who takes Aaron Rodgers over Joe Burrow?
Not me.
Not me either. He threw 4 interceptions and still
Finished with 18 points.
Yeah, 5 times Rodgers, right?
Yeah. I told Alex at the beginning of the game, I said, Alex, Aaron Rodgers will probably be your lowest scoring player this week.
Yeah.
And he scored lower than his kicker.
And I think everyone can say that also what we took out of Alex's team is JT over CMC for sure.
Yeah, and lastly, Alex is the reason, not Alex is the reason, but Travis Kelce is the reason why you draft that guy.
Yeah, in the second round.
In the second round. When you have Travis Kelce falling to you, you get a positional advantage nobody can really match up with. Yeah. And Travis Kelce is going to eat this year.
All right. Next on the power rankings, we got Drew Gant. I think he's got one of the best receiving corps in the league, except for you, Maddie. Little weak at running back, but I think he can make up for it for his fucking receivers, you know?
Yeah, Drew has a lot of depth at the running back position. He has like 5 guys right now that could be considered
Hall,
running back
Sanders.
2s. And I think that if somebody out there needs a running back 2, they should probably get on the
phone
with
Drew. Yeah.
He's got some guys out there.
If he fucking answers, probably when he watch this video.
Probably not. I can't imagine that he will. But Drew's team's solid, bro. You got to watch out for him. He could, with them wide receivers, bro, they could beat anybody any single week.
In any week. All right, next in the power rankings, we got Drew Beans at 6.
Yep.
I got to say I'm a little bit scared about DJ Moore. I really like Josh's team coming out of the draft, but Baker looked like shit. I'm scared of the Panthers offense. That's also why I decided JT over McCaffrey. But still, his team looked pretty even. Deontay looked healthy. I was worried about that. I think that's fine. I would try and add more depth if I was Josh. His bench is looking a little weak.
Yeah.
I like Chris Olave, but everybody else, like, you shouldn't be holding Noah Fant.
Nah, drop Noah Fant. You don't need him. You got Darren Waller. But yeah, overall, I mean, you got 2 solid running back ones on your team.
Darren Waller looked good.
Darren Waller looked good. He looked like he's going to be that second receiving option behind Devontae Adams.
And a good offense.
Yeah, and that offense, that's going to pay off. I mean, look what Hunter Renfrow did last year as
Okay.
the second option in that offense. Jalen Hurts, man, could be the second best quarterback this year. Who knows? I would just say, man, keep an eye on your wide receivers. And, yeah, your team's solid.
Yep. All right. Next, we got Dick Cheese at 7.
Dick Cheese.
All right. We got Dick Cheese this high because he has Justin Jefferson and only because he has Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, when you got a guy that can just put up 40 points for you and single-handedly beat somebody, especially when your running back 1 puts up 0 points.
That's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Especially when you get that guy at what, fucking 8?
Yeah.
Got him at 8?
Yeah. He was probably going to take him anyways, but Zach, next time don't fucking help these motherfuckers. He just beat you first week because of that shit.
Yeah.
All right. Next in the rankings.
Good wide receivers, though.
True. Next in the rankings, we got Coach at 8. Kind of got hit with the injury bug this week.
Definitely.
If not, he would have been way higher.
Yeah.
Javonte
not
looked good.
terrible.
Javonte got a lot of fucking passes, even though he fumbled. Still almost got 20 points on 7 carries.
Javonte's that dude. And I'm saying that as a guy who didn't really want Javonte on their team this year.
Yeah, true. All right. Next, we got Zeke Wizard at 9. Big surprise in the power rankings.
Yeah, you don't go into the season really expecting Zach to be low in the power rankings, but honestly, man, injuries mixed with a team that I wasn't really in love with coming into the season.
True.
I would say, Zach, biggest thing with you just need to start making some fucking trades. You got to do what
work
you
the
do
Zach's
best.
magic.
You got to do what you do best. You got people that you can trade. I would get on that.
Cordell was
as
a
soon
big
as
surprise.
possible.
James Robinson.
Yeah, I
Red zone
wasn't.
rule.
I wasn't expecting either of those guys to come out week 1 and just put it up. But I would make some moves while
Even
you still
Jahan
can.
could be a flex.
Because right now, your wide receivers are in shambles.
Yeah, true. All right. You got Austin at 10. Good team. You'll see better weeks, bub. I'm glad you fucking shat the bet against me. But I still liked your team coming out of the draft, and everybody just fucking underperformed. Better to get it out of the way week 1.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at your team, everyone underperformed.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Seahawks not pulling it together, or the Packers not pulling it. Fuck.
A.J. Dillon over Aaron Jones.
Yeah, the Broncos not pulling it together over the Seahawks. Wilson will score more points. Kamara just didn't get the ball enough. Aaron Jones, he'll see better days for sure. I mean, they just put up 7 points versus the Vikings. Mike Williams, he's going to be a dog down the stretch.
Especially in these next couple weeks, too, if Keenan's hurt.
Juju Smith-Schuster, solid pick.
Yep. All right, next we got me at 11. I'm not going to fucking talk about me. All right. I'm down here just to make you motherfuckers feel better. All right. Last we got Meech. Welcome to the fucking league, shithead.
Welcome to the league.
You suck. Nick would have been higher. Zeke was a terrible fucking pick, but you should still start him in your flex.
Yeah,
Don't
should
fucking
start
start Ayuk in your flex. All right, Lazard. Lazard could be the receiver 1 if he plays in Green Bay. And Green Bay offense looked like absolute dog shit.
Hey, bro, I mean, Reber's first year, he finished last, and after that, he won the chip. So anything can happen.
All right. Next, we're going to get into upsets of the week. All right. First, I want to get started on me versus Austin. I already talked about it a little bit. Austin's team underperformed. They had good matchups. I expected to lose. The A.J. Dillon scoring more than Aaron Jones. I'm not sure how much that's going to happen. But he did get the red zone role. And I was surprised that I was able to pull this one out with 96 points, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, better days ahead for Austin.
Yep.
And it's good to walk away with a win on Sunday when you play somebody that puts up 75 points. My pick for upset of the week is Austin. Fucking
Zach and Aiden.
Zach and Aiden. Dick Cheese. I mean, you look at a guy that you weren't really expecting to come out here and put up points.
0 points with Cam Akers.
Yeah, Cam Akers puts up a donut. You still walk away with a win. Justin Jefferson
could be the best player in fucking fantasy.
Could be the best player in fantasy this year.
Didn't expect Zach to lose week 1.
Good for you, Aiden. Just keep rolling on it. Zach, that's a damn shame.
All right. Next, guys, we're going to get into trade of the week. There wasn't many. Matt was involved in most of them, so we'll let him talk about his trade with Meech.
Yeah, I think that trade is going to benefit both of us for where we're at right now. I mean, he had Dak go down. Demetrius is dealing with some injuries. I really like Mike Evans. I still like Mike Evans. You got Chris Godwin going down. Mike Evans is going to have a lot of red zone work,
True.
especially with Gronk leaving in the offseason, AB leaving in the offseason. I really think Leonard Fournette, Mike Evans, I was expecting some big things coming. But when you got a guy like Deebo Samuel, who I wasn't necessarily high on going into the draft, but after I watched that week 1, saw the red zone work that he was getting, carrying the ball, and Eli Mitchell goes down, like, that dude will probably be top 3 the rest of the way. So I think that trade might have helped both of us.
Yeah. And Ayuk has a good rapport with Trey Lance.
I still like Ayuk. I'm sad
I wouldn't
had to
start
change
him
my
yet
name.
over Zeke or
I would definitely
Lazard.
start Zeke, but he's a good bench piece.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, next we're going to get into players of the week. We're going to go by each position. We're going to start with quarterback, obviously. Matt, you have Wentz.
Yeah, man. I mean, Carson Wentz, flyer of the week, and I think he could do it again this week. So,
Listen up, Alex.
Yeah, listen up, Alex. Any team out there that needs a quarterback right now, flyer for the week, Carson Wentz going up against Detroit. Ron Rivera is going to let him sling the rock. He's got some weapons out there, too.
Yep.
That offense isn't terrible.
No, not as bad as we thought.
No, it's not terrible. They'll get some points on the board.
Yeah. All right, mine's Patty. A lot of people were down on Patty this year without Tyreek. I'll say I'm one of them. It was my bad. Fucking Hall of Fame quarterback. Shouldn't have fucking disrespected, bro.
Yeah, we're both a little low on him.
Yeah. Only thing bad about Patty's his fucking squeaky voice. That's about it. Other than that, he looked crazy. He got the ball to anyone and everyone. 4 or 5 touchdowns. That's my player of the week at quarterback. Next one again to running backs. You have Javonte, Matt.
Dude, when you got a guy that goes out there and gets 11 receptions, I mean, there's not a lot of guys out there that can do that.
Yeah.
When you pick him up in the second round, it's almost like that man probably
Off
should
an
have
iffy
gone.
rushing week, yeah.
Yeah, probably should have gone in the first round. He finished with like 45 yards. He fumbled. Finished with 19 points. When you can get a guy that it doesn't matter how many yards he runs for, it doesn't matter if he fumbles the ball, he's going to put up points regardless. When them touchdowns start rolling in, it's going to get scary, bro.
Yep. Mine's another Chief. I'm going to go Clyde. Now, this is going to be an every week thing for fucking Clyde, but he looked good. He was getting the red zone roll. He could have had more points, but they were up by so fucking much that they brought Isaiah Pacheco in to get touches. Alex, don't think you fucking got something there. All right. Clyde will be decent. I'm surprised they didn't give Jerick McKinnon more work. It looks a little better than I had Clyde ranked at, but 22 points week 1 is pretty solid. I gotta admit. Next, we're gonna get into receivers. The guy everybody wanted. The guy everybody wanted in the fucking third. Everybody's Cooper Kupp this year. Matt, you got Pittman to start off.
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of people came into this draft really high on Pittman, and it wasn't for no reason. I mean, upgraded quarterback, it just looked like he's the alpha wide receiver. He proved it in week 1. I mean, he got 13 targets, 9 receptions, over 140 yards, touchdown, 27 points. It's going to be a common thing the rest of the way. He's going to be doing that a lot this season. He's going to be a top 10 receiver for sure.
At least. Mine's going to be Christian Kirk. 12 targets on an offense that should look way better than one with fucking Urban Meyer last year, fucking cheating on his wife, touching teenage bitches and shit. Like, they were in shambles last year. I think we got to put that year behind the fucking basket.
Yep.
Trevor Lawrence is going to look way better. Christian Kirk's is 1. They gave him way more fucking money than he should have got this year. But that still means he could be good in fucking fantasy. 12 targets, only caught half of them, 17 points, no touchdowns. Christian Kirk's going to be good this year.
Yeah, better days ahead too.
Tight end sucked this week. But that's why we had to go with Kelsey. We don't really want to talk about top players, but we kind of had to.
Yeah, I mean, this segment isn't really about top players, but there was a lot of duds this week, and that just backs up the fact why when you get a guy in the second round named Travis Kelsey falling to you, you got to pick him the fuck up because he's going to put up a lot of points this season.
So I don't take CeeDee Lamb over Travis Kelsey's at.
Yeah, bro, he's going to be basically a wide receiver 1 or 2 for the rest of the way, and you can start him at tight end. You're going to have a positional advantage every single week, and if you can get a guy like that on your team, I mean, sky's the limit. The only way you can mess that up is if you pick a shitty quarterback.
Mine's going to be Pat Fryermuth. Got a lot of safe receptions after Najee went down, but I'm not sure he'll do this every week and be that safe, but he didn't even catch a touchdown, so I think he'll be decent enough the rest of the way. He looks like he'll be fucking Mitch's safe target. We don't know when Kenny Pickett will probably come in halfway through the season, but he'll still be decent for where Aiden drafted him, I think. What do you think?
Fryermuth, he could be that dude.
All right, next we're going to get into injuries. First, we're going to start with Dak. Ruins all the fucking Cowboys. I just want to say that.
Yeah, drop the Cowboys stock.
CeeDee Lamb, not to shit on Zach, but I would, if we were to redraft right now, I'd take him in the fucking 6th round, like without Dak. He had 10 targets with Dak week 1. I know it's week 1. They can look like shit, but no O-line, no Dak, less targets, Cooper fucking Rush throwing him the football. CeeDee's going to suck. All Cowboys go down. Next, you want to talk about Keenan?
Yeah, man. I mean, when you got a guy that's going to be dealing with a hamstring injury, that's just going to hurt the rest of your season.
Yeah, it's something to worry about.
A lot of guys that get that hamstring injury, and it just bothers them the rest of the way. Keenan Allen, if he steps back on the field, hopefully he can manage it, and he can get back to that guy that he was. But right now, I would say Mike Williams is going to be that dude.
I agree. Mike Williams will be good coming up, Austin. All right, next we got Godwin for injuries. I think this boosts up other Buccaneers receivers.
Absolutely.
I don't know how long he'll be out for, but it's something to worry about because he just got off the ACL and now he fucking re-injured himself. Looked good, too, off the ACL. Looked like he was going to be fine. It's a shame, coach. You're just fucking coach, so that's why that happened. Next, we got Elijah Mitchell. Another Coach player.
Yeah, Coates, you're dealing with it right now. But what I feel like when it comes to Elijah Mitchell is you're going to see a lot of Deebo Samuel running the football.
Yep.
You're going to see a lot of Trey Lance running the football.
You're going to see more Jeff Wilson. You could even see other guys.
Yeah, TDP, Jeff Mason, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, you're not sure.
I mean, Kyle Shanahan is not going to stop running the football because a guy goes down. And we've seen that the past couple of years. But also, we might not know who's going to be rotating in after Elijah Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
I know Deebo Samuel's going to be getting the ball. I know Trey Lance, 13 rushes last week. He's going to be running the football. They're not going to stop.
All right, last on injuries, I want to talk about Najee Harris. It's my fucking player. Heard his list Frank in fucking practice after I drafted him. Didn't even fucking know. Sucks is why you don't draft injured players. Should have took Jefferson. My bad. Stupid. I think if he does miss time, it could go to a split backfield. So I'm not sure if any Pittsburgh Steelers running backs are even worth holding as handcuffs. And if I was the fucking Steelers, I would just put him on. I would rest him for 2 weeks because why rush him out just to fucking re-injure himself? But yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thanks for fucking watching our first fantasy recap.
That's this week. It's only going to get better after this week.
Yep. I hope you watch the whole fucking thing. Go ahead and shit on us in the fucking group chat. Remember, we're sponsored by Zyn. They're not paying us anything, but it's saving my life. Thanks.